There's something out there.
All right, here we go.
Will do anything.
Welcome everybody. Let's get this guy done. Let's get him to level 100. He's got a couple glyphs. Well, all of his glyphs need to get to 21, but a couple still need to get to 15. He doesn't have that many glyphs. It's actually a pretty short board, Paragon board build. But you know, I got asked in comments, why am I running normal bosses and I'm not running torment bosses? So, you know, and I replied back that I don't think this guy's ready yet, mainly because of his glyph issues. But you know, I went and tried it this morning and he got smoked. We went and tried Lord Zir. I mean, we make it all the way until Lord, it just takes him too long to get Zir down right now. We got Zir down to 25% every single time. And it just, he couldn't do it. And it's really because of the glyphs. And my sorcerer had the same exact issue. So I know what it is. We just got to get it done. So with that being said, let's go get it done. We just about got him done. We just about got this guy to 100. My sorcerer is still dropping torment bosses like nothing. And this guy will get him there. And my barrage rogue is level 57, I think, right now. So he's my next big project. Spirit is becoming a big issue with this dude, though, I noticed, because I'm just constantly just burning these. Oh, you didn't die, huh? There we go. There we go. There we go, 97. I want to make sure I didn't leave any. I did, see? That animus, we need it, so if you leave it behind, you ain't gonna be able to open the door. And I just kind of go through it so fast that sometimes I miss it, just like this. There we go. That's everything. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go. Okay, I missed one up here.
Is
Oh.
this as I I bleed out my last among the corrupted tombs of those who might have been my brothers. I have hunted these wretched creatures for as long as I've been able to wield a knife against them. I have chased them into this and I feel
Standing on the spikes, that's always smart. Alright. Come on.
I must wait.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
So all right, there we go. That's it. Yeah, I've got a rogue, a barrage rogue as well on this season, so I feel you. They're both very fun. I have a sorcerer, a lightning spear sorcerer that's a blast. I mean, he's just melting torment like nothing.
I must wait.
Trying to get this guy where he's able to, and really this guy just needs his glyphs leveled up and he'll be right there with him. And then we'll finish off my barrage rogue. My barrage rogue's only level 57 right now, so he still has a little bit of work that we need to do. Okay, what are we looking for? There we go. All right, and I think, and Daria Barrage. All right, cool. The rogue. The only thing wrong with the rogue, and I love the rogue. The only downfall of the rogue is you really got to get his armor up quick because he's very squishy. But I mean, that's really, I guess, true with the sorcerer as well. This guy, he's a beast. Last season, this season I'm doing the barrage rogue. Last season I did the the rapid fire rogue, and I absolutely hated it. It was really weird. I mean, because I've played rogue for so long, and man, I don't know why, just did not like it for some reason. I don't like Heartseeker, and that's part of the build. This guy's biggest issue right now is spirit. I just got to get some spirit per build here. I did a few changes yesterday, but he needs the boots. He's got everything but the Wild Hunger boots. Once he gets those, I think he's just going to be unstoppable. And he's still very slow. That we have not improved. About this build, I usually do a pulverize, and what I like about this build is he's really able to play ranged or melee. He can do either one, it seems like. Last season you did a Twisting Blades. I did a Twisting Blades in season 2. I thought it was pretty fun. Druids are a lot of fun. They're a beast, that's for sure. They are a beast, but the early game Druid is kind of a drag. I mean, but it's true, I guess, with every class, but he's just so slow. He is a slow, big beast. I mean, I've got a little bit of movement in speed increase in him, and he's still slow. We need to do a lot more if we want, but honestly, speed isn't something I care about right now, and I don't know if I ever will with this guy. It's more damage. I'm not ready. I just want him melting torment bosses like my sorcerer does. It's so fun. All right. Storm's Companion. It's a nice pair of pants if you're using that build. Okay, got you up to 8, 10, and you're gonna make me do at least 2 more, I bet. Oh, what do we got? Let's see. We got enough room. We can just jump in another one, but let's get this done first. We're on our last board, so we'll be done with it. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, the Druid you're saying, Dennis, is the most fun this season. It is fun. I'll tell you, my Lightning Spear Sorcerer, though, is a blast. I'm not going to lie. He's fun, too, but this character is awesome. Flurry, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So we're going to just go... What I like about a lot about this build, and because Pulverize and other builds I've done with Druids, they've been fun, but it's more of a like a wind shear pulverized can do both range and melee, but this build is like for sure you can do range, melee, whatever you want to do with this build. It seems to be just fine. He's been a lot of fun to play. Yeah, when it's strong and it's fun. All right, what are we looking for now? Oh crap, what's this, an hour away? Yeah. Although I don't think I need any stones right now, and that's about the only reason to do world bosses anymore. Where are you? Where is it? I hate it when it doesn't highlight like it should. And so you're sitting here trying to scan the map with all these other red. There it is. Yeah, the boulder is supposed to be really fun too. Yeah. Yeah, the boulder is supposed to be a real powerful build as well. Yep. You know, it's sad that and I mean, again, I said the same thing during the PTR. I think the Inferno Horde is so freaking boring. And maybe it's just because I'm always knowing that I gotta go fight the exact same boss again. And I don't know, man. I force myself to do it because it's easy mats. But I said it during the PTR that the gear that drops in there is terrible. It's just, it's, I don't know. I have an issue with it, but it's better than the pit. I ain't gonna lie. I like it better than the pit, but hoping we're gonna see some big changes on this DLC. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Endgame is one room, and especially if you've been playing PoE, you kind of shrug your head and go, man, how is a free game outdoing you guys? Now, granted, PoE's been in development for a long, long time, but still, it's, you know, it is what it is. Like I've always said that each one has its place. Diablo 4 is a game that you come home from work, kind of mind numb, and you can just mindlessly come in Diablo 4 and do stuff. Just kill stuff. Just, you know, come in here mindlessly and just start killing stuff. Path of Exile is a little more to it than that. Especially if you're, you know, really playing with builds and things of that nature. Path of Exile gives you so many more opportunities. I mean, I don't know if you guys have played the new season that's going on right now, but it's a blast. King's March City that they came up with is so incredible just for a season, let alone it's like a whole nother game. It's just, it's pretty incredible. Oh. Yeah, I enjoy playing maps quite a bit, actually. You know, I don't get me wrong, I like Lost Ark. You know, each one's got its own place. I like Last Epoch. Last Epoch had some things that I hated. I mean, but that's true with every game, but Last Epoch, I didn't like the fact that they only got 2 dungeons and they were really terrible, I thought. I mean, I know other people liked them, but I hated them. And then you locked endgame content behind those dungeons. Well, the one dungeon. But Last Epoch did some cool things, you know, built-in loot filter. They had the little anvil icon in your bag that you could break your gear on the fly. Now, you know, Blizzard, I know that I've been asking Blizzard forever to let us have a way to do that in our bags, and they haven't done it. And there's an easy way they could do it right now, and they showed it off in Infernal Hordes. They put a stash box in Infernal Hordes, okay? If you did the same thing in every boss room, that would then allow you to access your mats. It would also allow you to put stuff in stash so you could create bag space. To me, it's a simple answer, and it's like, okay, that makes it real easy. Just put a stash box inside the boss room. But, you know, yeah, Blizzard's kind of slow on things. Well, yeah, I think King's March would have been way better had it been brought into the game 3 years ago. You know, I agree with that totally. Right now, it kind of ends, and you're like, feel like there's more to this you could have done, but you know, we'll see. Or a vendor, yeah, you could even add a vendor, because leaving this dungeon to go find an NPC so you can, you know, create bag space is really stupid. Very disruptive, I think, to the flow of the whole game. But again, Blizzard sometimes takes a little while for them to get it. Well, we'll see what PoE 2 ends up doing. I mean, they keep pushing that release, which is kind of disappointing, but we'll see what happens. I think they put a lot more time and energy maybe into this season in PoE than what they maybe had intended. So that may have stolen some of their resources. There's a lot of new games out that are actually pretty fun right now. I mean, Once Human is a great game. They just got issues with the fact that it's a 100% only WSAD game. They've been working on controller support since the beta a year ago. It's a superb game. Absolutely love it. The first Descendant is actually a fun game. I think they did some unique things, but I don't like the way that the bosses, the grouping the random group that you get can sometimes really suck. And if your team is not strong, they'll just keep wiping, and that stops you dead cold. All right, where am I here? Where am I? Oh, we got this way. The first Descendant, it is very grindy, yeah. But I mean, every game is really grindy. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, I mean, this game is grindy, PoE is grindy. I mean, everyone, like PoE, you get to the point at the end game where all you're doing is just map. And for what? You know, you kind of go, why am I doing these? But I guess it's true with every game. I mean, Once Human is grindy too. I mean, honestly, it really is. That sadly is the nature of the gaming industry right now. Okay. Pretty sure you're gonna make me do another one just to get you there. Yep. Well, we still got plenty of bag space. Yeah, I'm actually burnt before even that. You're giving D4 a lot more credit than I would, to be honest with you, Jeffrey. And don't get me wrong, I like D4. I like it for its own reasons. I do. I'm disappointed in, you know, with the DLC Spiritborn. I mean, Raz, you're right. Absolutely. I think that the multi-billion-dollar company versus PoE, a free game. Yeah, PoE kind of outdoes everybody, to be honest. I think PoE 2, I don't think anything's going to destroy anything. It never has, it never does. You've got these true blue followers that no matter what, from season to season, you know, what they do, same as I do. I play a season. Season 4 is a great example. I created one character of every class, ran it through the endgame content, then left Diablo 4, went and ran Once Human, then went and ran First Descendant, then went and ran Path of Exile. Then this season came out, done with Path of Exile, jumped to this season, and that's what you see a lot of people doing. And you can actually watch the trend when you watch the players, the count. You'll see that as a season is winding down for every game, the player count goes down with it, and you'll see the count jump to whoever has the next new season, whether it be Last Epoch, Diablo 4, Path of Exile. Lost Ark, not so much anymore, but you know, it kind of people burn through. Oh, I can tell you that on D4, people burn through the season way faster than they do on Path of Exile. So I think that that's what happens a lot of. But there's diehard fans for every single game. I mean, if you put two guys side by side, and one is a Path of Exile player and one is a Diablo 4 player, those two people will argue all night long about what game is better. And it's actually a ridiculous thing, because both games have a reason to play to people. If that person's playing D4, he's playing it for a reason. If you're playing Path of Exile, you're playing it for a reason. Neither game is the same, and they shouldn't even really be compared, because Path of Exile is totally on another realm compared to Diablo 4 and compared to Last Epoch. And Last Epoch is on its own realm because of the new features and the new things that they put into their game. Lost Ark, same thing. I mean, it's got its own followers, its own players, and they play it for a specific reason. So that's what I just think it's an endless battle that is never, ever, ever, ever going to be solved. People are going to play what they want to play. They're going to have their reasons for playing it. I personally think that Diablo 4 is played because it's easy. It's easy to come into Diablo 4 and feel like you're having fun with it. Path of Exile is a little bit more complicated, and in fact, a lot of people get intimidated by it. I'm proud to say that I've been able to pull some of my D4 followers into Path of Exile, and they were like, oh my God, you're right, it's fun. A lot of them say, oh, I'm so intimidated by the skill tree. Why? Once you create your character, you're going to see that skill tree, whoa, how easy it is. And you're going to also be able to see how complicated it can be. So that's a weird statement, but you know, I can do the easy skill tree on Path of Exile, but if I want my character to really have some cool little things that he can do, I can make the skill tree more complicated for myself and make my player do things that he probably wasn't designed to do. I don't know. I really like pretty much every game I play. If I don't, then I don't play it. You know, I mean, I left Once Human after playing it because I told the developers. They actually invited me to stream it, and I told them, listen, man, I hate WSAD games. I'm not going to play it. I mean, I'll play it just to see what it's like and give you a view, but I'm not going to stick with this game until you get controller support. I mean, that was just me. Yeah, the skill tree in Atlas scares people like crazy, but I tell them once you get into it and start playing, you're going to see how simple it really is. And if you're really that worried, go do a cookie cutter build. Go on Maxroll, go on Mobalytics, go on somewhere find a build, and you'll learn super fast. I guess I came from World of Warcraft, you know, almost 20 years of playing that, and to me, these games are easy, man. I'm just like, these are pretty simple games. I don't know. Is just about ready to go do torment. He is super close right now. He just needs to get glyphs a little bit higher. I think we need the boots. We need the wild hunger boots. Everything else we got. Getting close. He's getting close. Yeah, bro, I believe you leveled to 94 in 10 hours. Yeah, I believe that. I think I got my rogue. He was up to level 40 44 maybe in like an hour and 20 minutes. You know, it's so fast to get these things leveled up. I can't math it out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, second nature. I agree with that as well, Jeffrey. I mean, some games are a little more complicated, I think, for the player base. Yeah, we need to go this way. What am I doing? But they're really not. I mean, like Path of Exile, everybody says, oh, it's so complicated, but really it's not. Once you get into it, I know I got MMO nerd into it, and he, you know, realized right away that just look at the segment of your class for now. Don't worry about all those other areas on that skill tree. I really don't need to go this way and clear all this out, but I need XP, so we're gonna just do it. Plus it's good training for my dog. Yeah, exactly. You just gotta want to learn it, man. It's all in your head. It really is. 90% of all of the issues are all inside your head, and once you just say, okay, I'm gonna learn it, it's so quick, because like I said, there's cookie cutter designs out there that you can go create a build and you're learning it as you do it, and your next build you'll be able to wing it. Now this season in Diablo, I'm doing 100% cookie cutter builds. Every season we've always created our own builds, but this season, because it's a short season, and with the DLC coming out on October 8th, I decided to get the max amount of characters out. I want to just do cookie cutter, and that's what I'm actually impressed with, the cookie cutters. I really am. So far, this is my third character this season with a cookie cutter build, and pretty stinking impressed with it. Never did it before, and I'm actually really impressed. I mean, it's way better than I imagined. I always put way too much time and effort into these when I'm building it on my own, so kind of made this life real easy here. Okay, we got one more to get to 15, and then really 21 is just gonna have to come. As a chieftain, yeah. Yeah. I hear you, man. My very first build was a Marauder. And then I really fell in love with the Ballista. I just like the sound, the graphics. It was just such a cool build. I did actually a couple seasons with the ballista just because I liked it so much. I had so much fun with it. And I think we got enough room that we can do one more. Let's 67. Let's go. These are still pretty low, actually. We haven't spent a lot of time. We really skipped glyphs completely. Broke my golden rule that I'm always preaching to people: don't skip your glyphs. But we just did infernal hordes over and over and over and over to level as fast as we could. Yeah, totems are strong. It's a fun build too. I just like the whole graphics, sound of it, and it was fun. Path of Exile's fun. I was actually surprised with King's March how much they did. I mean, you look at that compared to this season, it's like, it makes you feel like Diablo, which they don't. But it made me feel like Blizzard had one person working on this season, and Path of Exile must have had 50. It's not true. It's not true at all. But it's just how it felt. It's like, wow. And not to mention that Path of Exile is free. And they're making money. I mean, it just goes to show that if you make a good free product, people are gonna invest in it just because.
Rivers of crimson to open the door at the bottom of these tunnels. Our sacrifice shall be rewarded.
I know, right? King's March is like, it just, like I said, it made me feel like, holy cow.
The unholy mother and her divine.
I didn't play the new cycle in Last Epoch, and people said it was real good too. I didn't go back to it only because I got pissed off at Last Epoch. I ain't gonna lie. I got really pissed off when I found out that here I am doing all this endgame content. Now I want to upgrade my gear, and I got to go run that crappy dungeon again. And I have to do it each and every time for one upgrade. I was like, no way. I ain't doing it. I actually made a video on YouTube about it. And hey, this is why I refuse to play Last Epoch ever again. Of course, they don't care, but I cared.
I'm not ready.
Slamo Duty, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I bought tabs too. I bought every tab. I bought all the tabs. There was a few things. I don't remember. I'd have to go and open up my Path of Exile again, but yeah. Console, so no PC. Got it. Yeah, I supported Path of Exile for sure. I really was impressed with it. To be honest with you, the very first time I played Path of Exile and I started their campaign, I really was not impressed with the very first the little first bit of the campaign. I was like, oh my God, how boring is this? But then it just, it kind of exploded. It just got so much better so fast. I wish that people would do more like, what Lost Ark does, where your alts, you can buy out, basically. It's not really buy out, I shouldn't say it. That makes it sound like money, but you can start your alts at level 50. You can skip to level 50, which is super, super, super helpful. And I think World of Warcraft now is letting you do, if I remember right, when I left, you could start a Death Knight at level 80. I just think that that's a great idea, because running the campaign over and over, I think, burns people out, and it kind of makes them leave the game. They just get fed up with it, and they're like, okay, I'm done. Adios. Whereas if you could just let them skip that boring ass campaigns, you know, doing it 8 times a season, I think you would keep the player base a little bit longer. I think you also need more like Diablo, I mean, like Path of Exile. The good thing about Path of Exile is a marauder is not necessarily a marauder. It's what you make it into. So you actually have more characters, even though, yeah, there's only what, 6, I think it is, I forget, but you know, but technically you can take that 6 and make it into any of the other 6. Whereas Diablo 4, a barb is a barb is a barb. Yes, it can have a different build, but a barb is a barb is a barb. Yeah, once you get that first 4 link, man, I always, the first thing I'm looking for is that tabula rasa piece, even though it's, you know, it doesn't have a whole lot on it, but if you can get it early game, you know, it's, if you're lucky, you're gonna grab it. It's a 6 link, and then everything opens up. Yes, 7 classes. That's what it was. Couldn't remember if it was 6 or 7. It just has so much opportunity. I love the game. I think I'm so excited for Path of Exile 2. I just am very disappointed. It keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed. And it's like, damn, man. That's been also the new trend with games is they no longer meet their expectation dates. They just change it. I mean, it is what it is, and I'm sure that it's because it's going to be a quality product, because that's just the way they do things. Grinding gears, that's just how they do it, but I'm kind of like a little kid waiting for Santa Claus, because man, I just think the sneak peeks of PoE 2 have been incredible.
I'm not ready.
Holy cow, those are dropping like crazy today. That's the second pair already. Yeah, they do need to wake the fuck up on D4. I don't know. But Blizzard, I make fun of Blizzard forever, for years, because Blizzard has the worst imagination you could ever imagine. I mean, they're just the worst. I mean, my complaint about Infernal Hordes is that we already have threat level hordes in Helltide. Why did you just copy that? You just copied that and put us in a room now. It's like, how many of you sat in a big conference room and came up with that idea? That's like pretty sad. Okay, so let me see. Ethan, let me show you. You wanted to see. I don't think you're going to be able to see it though, Ethan. Well, let's see. Because you're on TikTok, so it cuts off the screen. Let me see if I... And you wanted to see my skill tree. Okay, let me show you my skill tree. But keep in mind, Ethan, that this is a late game skill tree. So, if you want to build this build, and let's say you're under level, let's say under level 50, all right, then everything here like this you shouldn't be using. You should be using wind shear to start off with, probably. I mean, because you're probably not going to have the gear and the aspects to make this work right now. So without the, you know, without, and I'll show you my gear after we get done here, but without some pieces of aspects, symbiotic for sure. Without symbiotic, I would suggest that you start off with right here, wind shear. Okay, put your point in. You don't really need, you know, you want to go in wind shear. You don't want this to start off. You want this landslide. Okay. You want this to start off with. You don't want wolves, bloodhowl. I'm sorry. You want trample. Where is it? You want trample. I don't know where the heck it's at. Did I go past it? No, it's down here. All right. So then down here, you want Poison Creeper still. Okay. You want a lot of, this is pretty much going to stay the same for you where these points are. My advice is you're gonna want Trample. This is for like below level 50. Yeah, you can't start with the build that I'm using. Yeah, you can't start. You have to start with, again, you want to start with Wind Shear. You want to start with Landslide. You want to start with Earthen Bulwark. Okay, you want Poison Creeper. You want Trample. You want your ultimate skill to be Petrify. And you probably don't want to use Nature's Fury in the beginning. You're probably going to want to use... Oh, maybe you could use... I think Earth and Might is what I was using early. But I mean, I guess you could use Nature's Fury, but I wouldn't because of the Storm skill and all that. I would be going Earth and Might. All right. Do you mix all the skills in the tree? Let me see. What do you mean? So do you mix all the skills in the tree? You can see here how I have it. This is late game build, and this is how I have it. And I have a whole lot of points here because that's how I'm getting all that lightning. And I'm trying to help you, Ethan. I'm not sure I understand. Like, you can have as many skills as you want here in this tree, but you know what, Ethan, do this. Go to this site here. Go to that site that I just put in the chat, maxroll.gg. Okay, and let's see if I can pull it up for you. I don't think I can switch to that right now. It would be too difficult to do, but go there. Go to maxroll.gg. No, don't be sorry, Ethan. This is how you learn, bro. This is how you learn. Don't even be sorry, man. Do not be sorry. This is how you learn. Go to maxroll.gg. On that site, you're going to see, and I'm going to see if I can bring it up here for you. I don't feel bad at all about it, bro. And we'll do it like this. And then, can I switch it this way? Let's see. No, I can't. It's not going to show it either. It's going to cut it off too. Okay, so yeah, go to maxroll.gg and you're going to see a thing at the top that's going to give you home, getting started, build guides, tier list, events, blah, blah, blah. Choose tier list. Okay, first choose Diablo 4. Okay, on the side. Then on the top, you're going to see tier list. Choose tier list, and then it's going to give you a list of these builds. And S tier is considered, doesn't mean they are, but they're considered the best builds. Then A, then B, then C, then D. So if you go to S tier, you're going to see a build there called Landslide Druid. Click on that, and that is going to give you this build. And it's going to have, it'll show you starter. It'll show you to level 100. Mobalytics is good too. Yes, it's good too. It's going to show you how to do these builds. It's going to tell you kind of where to go get the aspects you need, what aspects to get, where to get them in many cases. Try maxroll.gg. It's going to help you learn so much, Ethan, way more than I'm going to be able to explain to you here. It's going to help. Trust me, you're going to be glad you went there. You're going to be like, okay. So yeah, give it a shot. Yeah, maxroll.gg is definitely the new player. Mobalytics is great. Don't get me wrong. Oh my gosh, Mobalytics is great, but I think it might be a little bit too much for you right away. So go start off with maxroll.gg, and you're gonna love it, dude. It's gonna change your whole game. It really is. It's gonna change your whole game. Trust me. You're gonna like it. I know it's I probably just confused the hell out of you, and I hope not, but and I already did this, right? Yes, okay. And we got enough room to do one more again. Poison enchant. Poison's always fun to deal with. Let's go play with that. Yeah, with Mobalytics, you really need to have your brain together on the game. And Diablo 4 is an easy place to start. This is the perfect place for you to start and then move on to Path of Exile, which is free. You know, check Path of Exile out. I highly recommend it. You know, Last Epoch, another good game. And Lost Ark. Lost Ark is a fun game, but Lost Ark is kind of delving into some weird areas lately. I kind of stopped playing it because it's gotten kind of strange. And what's the other game? I cannot remember the name of it. There's another one, more anime. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact. You know, several years ago, I played Genshin, streamed it, and it was actually pretty fun. I really thought I was gonna hate it. I had a viewer that asked me to play it, and it was actually a pretty fun game. I was surprised, but it's very, very simple. There really is no like building your character. It is what it is. I shouldn't say that. There is a little bit to it. I'm an old man, so I've played some games that a lot of people have probably never even seen, but some of them I'm glad they're gone, and some it would be nice if they would bring them back. I used to really, I mean, I had my own clan and everything in World of Warcraft. Me and my kids played it. It was a great family kind of game to play for with all of us. Dropping Lich King and all that kind of stuff and coming up with how to do it. And I had lots of fun with it for years. After they started releasing like the pandas and stuff like that is when we kind of went, you know what? This isn't what we signed up for. My guild on there is still active, actually. I gave it to my daughter when I stopped playing. And then she gave it to someone else when she stopped playing. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of comments here from a couple Facebook people mad that I didn't stream at Facebook today. I usually stream simultaneously at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. But Facebook, man, Mark Zuckerberg just keeps changing the API, man. I'm liking the Druid a lot. I'm liking it a lot. He stopped after the Lich King as well, yeah. Yeah, it was fun. I loved it. It was fun. But the content started to get kind of weird. I don't know, maybe weird is the wrong word. Maybe it's just because I was an old man. Another game that I played for years and years. As a matter of fact, the developers over there at gaming.wargaming.net contacted me and wanted to know why I left. And I told them, you know, that well, it's World of Warships. And it got really weird. It started putting in anime stuff into there. That was just like, why is this ship anime? Well, what is that about? But the reason I left that game was, you know, I had again a clan on that, and I always knew it was a toxic place, but I never personally had a problem with people on it. Probably because I've been playing long enough that I knew what I was doing, but I was helping or training, I would call it, training some clan members on some ships. And the players on the opposite teams went ballistic. They went crazy. They threatened that they were going to come to the player's house and beat their ass and all kinds of stuff over a freaking game. And I'm like, these are adults too. These weren't kids. These were adults. And I'm like, you know what? That's just not acceptable right there. I'm done. And I've never gone back to it. I mean, I played that game for so many years with World of Tanks. Well, not anymore. And I do miss it. Don't get me wrong. I love that game. I just thought World of Warships was so authentic and such a cool game, but toxic people can really destroy any game. And it's up to really the developers to deal with it, and wargaming.net has not. In fact, in some ways, I believe they kind of encourage it. And that's just because of the way they do their events and the way they do things in that game is if you lose certain things, and people just think it's life or death. It's like Madden NFL is the same thing, man. I used to play Madden NFL. It was the only game I bought my Xbox Series X and series before that, and series before that was the only game I ever played on. Well, two games, I take that back, was Madden NFL and The Division. And boy, I'll tell you, it's a toxic group in Madden NFL too. There's a lot of rage quitters in that game. Holy smokes. Start beating them by maybe 2 touchdowns, gone. And it's like, dude, you could have came back. It's still the first quarter. Why are you rage quitting so early? Well, yeah, it is what it is. I think the toxic community can really destroy a game quickly. Yeah, there's a lot of pay to win. Some people seem to think that, you know, it got discussed yesterday, or was it last week, that somebody was saying they believed that Path of Exile was pay to win. And I'm like, well, I suppose you could see it that way. I mean, I know that I've never had to pay to get any, to get to the end game content in Path of Exile, but it is what it is. Yeah, there's a lot of pay to win games going on right now. I mean, honestly, I kind of felt when I was playing Once Human, I kind of, just because of the drops, I felt like it was on the edge of pay to win, and maybe is pay to win. I don't want to say it is because I stopped playing it before getting too far along. There were a lot of things against it. WSAD controls were really a showstopper for me. You couldn't, that's all they had, WASD. And the other thing I didn't like was 6-week seasons. 6 weeks is not long enough. For me as a streamer it is, but for most players it's not. It was just too short. So yeah, I mean, there's
Fair trade.
Man, we got so many unique items here. It's crazy. Been using them for my alts, but why did I save this? Oh, I know why. The First Descendant, that's another one that very, very pay to win, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with that statement, Jeffrey. Totally. I did think that it was very pay to winish. I bet you I don't have these herbs because we haven't been running Helltide anymore. And what do we got? Yeah, see, we got 40. We got 40 out of 425 we need. Guess we're gonna have to do Helltide whether I want to or not. Okay. This will be my last little bit of points here. We'll be done with all Paragon boards. And we're getting closer to having all of these glyphs. I mean, we're on the last one to get to 15, but honestly, really need to be 21. In my opinion, it just needs to be at level 21. So, I guess do another one and get that last one at least to 15, then maybe go run some Infernal Horde. I mean, we've got this one already to masterworked. We need some work to do here. I personally don't think even level tier 15 for these glyphs is gonna be enough for torment bosses right now, but I might be wrong. If you're gonna test it, the best way to test it really is Glacier Beast, in my opinion, is probably the easiest torment boss. Maybe Grigori, one of those two. Oh, I went right into it. All right, where are you? Keep going past the Animus, and I guarantee you we're going to need it, and I'm going to be mad when I have to backtrack all the way back to get it.
I'm not ready yet.
Going right past it every time. Okay, we gotta go back up north still, but let's get this cleared up before I do. I'm not ready yet, so I may evade. Here. Come on, dummy, go. Doomstorm on the Ace of Spades Mobilytics, yeah. 93 Druid, definitely need the build. Yeah, I like I said earlier, you definitely, this build, especially if you're that high, the most important thing on this build is right there. Symbiotic is such an important aspect with this build. It's once you get that, it opens up everything on the build. But yeah, you can find it at Mobilytics. You can find it on Maxroll. Mobilytics, I think, does a better job, but I think it's a little more complicated for people. So sometimes it's a little bit too much at the beginning. But if you've got experience with the game already, I would advise Mobilytics. Maxroll, definitely, if you're a new player and you've got really little experience with the ARPG world. Okay, come on. Let's get here in 12 seconds. I think some places, or maybe it was just Rax. I saw somebody, I think it was Rax, was calling this a lightning storm landslide build, which I guess that's kind of what it is in the end. He's right. Okay, come on. That was a lot of killing for just stack jump. The lightning storm effect on this build is really, it's just amazing. It's so cool. All right, here we go. Get you to 15. You're the last one. Woohoo! All right. I feel like that's an accomplishment right there, sadly. I kind of skipped those for this whole game, just concentrating on level. All right, so let's see what I want to do. I'm trying, this is the first season that I'm really using cookie cutter builds, so I'm trying to do it exactly how they recommend, which has been pretty good. I'm actually, I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed with the way they did it. Okay, so let's see, Fang and Claw. All right, and I think we got something here going on. Okay. I really like my lightning spear sorcerer a lot. I do. And he melts torment bosses like they're nothing. So I do like him a lot. I think he's super powerful. But this build right here is pretty freaking good. I normally, personally, unless it was my barbarian, I wouldn't run torments unless I had all of my glyphs at 21. My lightning source, my lightning spear sorcerer was able to do it before they were all at 21. But I mean, to be honest with you, mate, I don't try that often with builds like this guy right here. He might be ready. I don't know. I haven't tried him. Matter of fact, let's go do that. Let's do this. We're not gonna be able to make one. Let's see. the boots that I need drop from Lord Zir. We're only at level 98. Let's see. Is this armor? It is. Let's take that. Let's put some of this junk in here. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, we'll put that in there. All right, we'll drink that. And I think we'll go with this. Yeah, the lightning spear is so awesome, bro. It is. I'll drink that. Oh, I'm putting it in here, you idiot. Okay. Drink this. Drink this. And now let's go see how bad he'll kick my butt. He's one of my favorite bosses. Let's go see. What boots am I looking? I'm looking for the Wild Heart Hunger boots, and it drops here at Lord Zir. Everything else I've got. I've got the Tumult Wills. I've got the Unsung Ascetics Wraps. I've got the Vasali's Prayer, and I've got the Earthbreaker Ring. I just need the boots. Dun dun dun. And they drop at Zir. We ran Zir yesterday normal, not Torment, normal. Probably until I ran out of mats. Oh yeah, thinking about that. Good call. I forgot my mats. So we're gonna need that. I think it's that. Where is it? Exquisite Blood is for. I'm just gonna take them both. I don't remember. I think it's the other one. Okay. Distilled Fear is what I think I need here. All right, let's go see if we get our butt kicked or not. And we'll find out. Me personally, I usually don't come in here this early. Hardly ever. I've always used, I'm religious about getting all of my glyphs to 21, and then running torment bosses is so easy. If your build is right, it's so easy, but I've never really done it. My glyphs are only at 15 right now. So we'll see how this is actually going to work out. I think his mobility skill might be a little bit low for Zir, because if you stand in front of Zir and he claps you, you're dead. And this guy is slow. I haven't really done anything with his movement. Let's go find out. Man, that's all the exquisite blood right there. That sucks. Come on, little buddy. He's got no movement skills. He's really... I see, it got me. Couldn't get out of it on time. Throw that stripe down on the ground.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
couldn't get out of it. I knew it was coming too. I seen it coming. I just got no freaking movement skill on this guy. Oh, you bastard. We were so close. That clap right there is what will get you every time. If you can't get out of it, you're dead. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay. I missed it. I didn't even see that stripe down there. Yeah, so we're a little bit too early to come in here. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I mean, normally, like my sorcerer and everything else, this guy is just, he's just missing just a couple pieces and he'll be ready to go. But now we're getting to the point where we're going to be hurting our equipment too much that away from him so slow. All right, so that's it. We're not going to keep doing that. Well, that's life. Now we know. Now we know. I was right. He's just a little bit too weak. We could try one more thing before we just leave. Let's see, where is it? Not that, maybe that, but oh, I don't have any. Okay. Let's try it. Let's just try it one more time with this, even though I think we're gonna have to go and get the glyphs leveled up. At least a couple of them. I know of at least 2 of them that I think we need to get.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
If I can stay behind him, we have a chance, but staying behind him isn't easy.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, here it comes. I've seen it coming too every time. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm just gonna get myself angry. Yeah, we're a little bit too early for it. Still got a couple more levels to go, just to let alone in on our Paragon board. But yeah, the glyphs need to come up, and that's going to cost me a fortune right there to prepare. So now we know. And like I said, I normally don't go in there this early.
I cannot salvage.
Oh, what am I doing, though? That's not as bad as I thought.
Is worth the coin.
But we burned a lot of mats right there for that. Which kind of sucked. It used exquisite blood. It took every bit of what we had. Only 1 stone, so I don't care about that, but I do actually care about losing all the exquisite blood. It is what it is. I mean, now, you know what we are going to do, though? Oh, I don't think I can I? Yes, I can. Now that we repaired, we're going to go one more time, but I was going to just run him normal to see if the boots dropped, because this is where the boots drop. And we ran him yesterday, couldn't get him at all. I just don't want to give up my exquisite blood without dropping this guy now. so slow?
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Got you, you little booger. Son of a buck, but no boots. Still no boots, but I'm glad we came back and did it one more time. It's gonna be that Basili's prayer that we yesterday dropped like 5 times. All right, so Mad Wolves, Butchers, Cleaver, Basili's prayer, Basili's prayer, Basili's prayer. I'm telling you guys, if you need Basili's prayer, what you do for this build, you need to definitely come here to Zero because he's dropping it repeatedly. Yeah, this has been a really fun build, Oil Life. A lot of fun. I've enjoyed it a lot. My lightning spear sorcerer, lots of fun too. I didn't get the boots. Now let's just run it. I probably don't have enough to just run it normal. I don't. We used it all. See, when you kill him, they should give you partial back on the mats. They don't, and it sucks. All right, so guess we need more exquisite blood. Yesterday I gave some of these I gave that hey Nico, thank you for the subscription. Yesterday I gave the Basili's prayer and something else to MMO Nerd because he's got the same character and he needed those. So now I've got him again and again and again and again. This one's got a good roll on armor. Mine had good roll on willpower, maximum life. Well, yeah, it's been dropping it. Lord Zier. So if you need them, Lord Zier's got them like crazy. Or if you need them, hook up with me because I've got them. The other thing you need for this build is the Unsung Aesthetics wraps. I don't think I have another pair. Let me check this. Unsung, Fist of Fate, Flame Weaver. I don't have any more of those, although those are dropping at Varshan and I think Varshan, or was it Grigori? I don't remember. You can look up the drop table though. This is the a Landslide Druid, well, Lightning Storm Landslide Druid, I guess you could call it, really, because once you get to the end game it changes to this. Okay, so we dropped that Torment. I'm not sure if we can do, let's see. Let's go drop Grigori Torment. In my opinion, Grigori, oh, and we should have done the Beast in the Ice Torment too. The problem with doing Torment and doing any boss, period, any boss, you're not really getting a crap load. You're not getting any XP really. So if you need to level, which this guy still does, this really, all this is doing is maybe giving him some gear. And why didn't I dump that gear that I got? Don't do like me, but I'm pretty lazy. I don't go through it. My gear is where I already got it. I leave it. I'm happy with it. Okay, let's go do Grigori. Oh, crap. Grigori, we need to have, where is it? We're gonna need that and that. Might as well take that one too. Well, I'm gonna have to start farming mats again. Sucks. I waste more time farming mats you wouldn't believe, man. I should just start getting them through trade.
I need time to do that.
I had one season in trade where I bought a buttload of
I need more time.
eggs, mucus eggs, and the mats for Durrell for almost nothing. The guy I don't think understood that. And I mean, he gave me like 200 of them. All right. And run T7 a bunch. Yeah. Infernal Hordes is so boring. I think it's very boring. I hated it during the PTR, but they did make some pretty good changes to it, but still, same boss every single time. It just is like, give me a break. You could have made it a little more interesting by changing out the bosses every now and then, make it a little more random, but honestly, I think the gear drops are worthless. I mean, I just use it for mats. I think the drops in, okay, let's go with this Torment. I think the gear drops in Infernal Hordes are just terrible. They were in the PTR and they still are. Alright, so it's taking too long to get him. I can already see that we're not doing enough. Yeah, I could already see, I could tell right away that we're not doing the right kind of damage to him at all. I can see it right away. Yeah, we'll go ahead. But yeah, it's probably not gonna work here. Like I said, I think he's a little bit, his glyphs number one I know are a little bit too low. And he's too slow. We don't have any movement skills done here. I can't get out of the way of like those swings.
I must wait.
Yeah, he's just, we need too slow. We need to fix him up a little bit. No, I don't want to use shred at all. No, this build doesn't use shred at all. This build does not use shred at all. In fact, I've never seen this build on any of the sites using shred. That's okay. We just got to do a couple tweaks. I knew the glyphs were not leveled. We'll get there. We will get there. It's close, very close. A little bit too early though. All right, so because of that, we need to get, and I hate doing them. I hate these. I really hate them, but it is what it is. All right. go.
I must wait. I must wait.
Although what you bring up about shred though is a good idea. Claw, yeah, claw, but that is a good idea. I've never seen this build with that, and that actually is a good idea. It would be interesting. I'm sitting here thinking about it as I'm doing this, and I'm going, you know, that's actually not a bad freaking idea. Right now I bring quick shift up with a few tempers but yeah, I mean, that's actually not a bad idea. But I'm too invested already in this. I'm not gonna change anything. I just need to get glyphs up, and he's gonna smoke through these. Just like my lightning spear sorcerer is the same exact way. I had to get him up, you know, almost all of my glyphs had to be at 21. I think we went in there with 2 of them still at 15 or maybe 16, and then we were just melting torment bosses. And now they're all at 21, and it's like even easier. I've always said in these, you know, I've always preached glyphs. They're so important, man. I've never tried it early like this guy, and we were able to drop Zir, but it wasn't easy, and we're just not doing enough damage right now to Grigori to drop him. And plus my armor's not capped either, which is another thing that I forgot to mention, that without having the armor capped, I mean, we're at what? We're at 8,400. We're 1,000 below, we're like 900 below where we should be, so there is still work to be done on this character for sure. He's getting there. He's getting there. Oh, it's Butcher. Oh, it's what? How many times did we run into you this week? Last week too. A lot. Okay. Yeah, Claw would be an interesting add-on to this build, I think. It would be probably pretty cool. I'm surprised I haven't seen it, because I think that's a good idea. Now you got my mind playing. I'm going, but I don't want to switch gear. I don't want to add a new skill. I'm just like so invested in this stupid thing already. Good idea. This is the first season I've used cookie cutter builds, and that claw be an addition to this, I think would be a cool. It would give you a few elements that right now I think the build is kind of hurting on. But everything that this build is hurting on will be, once you get it to your tier 21 glyphs, I think all the issues are going to dissipate. Plus, like I said, I don't have any mobility skills yet, and we definitely are going to need that.
I'm not ready.
He pretty much stays as the wolf once this ball gets rolling. With the right glyphs and everything, I'm sorry, aspects.
I'm not ready.
lightning storm takes a little while to get rolling, though. Usually you just want to keep it active. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Of course, I forgot to put these mats. This is why I wish they would put a stash box right here in the boss. Yeah, it would. The claw would do it because it would get everything moving quick. Oh, really? I don't think I ever seen it on Mobalytics. That's interesting. Huh. All right, so we're not going to be able to grab you, or I could just throw you because I got 8 million of you. But I don't really know if it matters, to be honest. Okay. So let's get these. I think if we did Fang and Claw, I think there's a few of them here that if you just did a couple of them, you'd be fine. Fang and Claw, I think Earth and Sky, where is it? Earth and Sky, I think this one, and these two are probably the most important. And then the third one would be Spirit. I think if you can get those three to level 21, it would make Torment bosses a whole lot easier. So I'm going to check that Mobalytics. I'm going to check that Mobalytics for sure. Because that is such a good idea, Claw. I never actually thought of that. That's super smart, man. That is so smart to have put that in there. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Why am I not finding it now? Did I go right past it? I must have. Yeah, there we go, ball. And it generates spirit too, which is nice too. That is so smart. But the only bad thing about using it, I'd have to look at that a little bit more. Oh, Claw. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here looking at Maul. Duh. Claw. I would have to look at that a little bit more because what do I give up? I'll tell you what I would like to give up is Petrify. I never use it. I very rarely use it, but I like the fact that it grants me the 50 spirit. So you're saying just put a point in there and you don't even have to use it. It's just gonna... Interesting. Yeah, but Storm Strike is kind of what... Well, yeah, I guess you could. Oh, that's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. I used this for some specific reasons too, though, because of the damage reduction, and it kind of gets the ball rolling here for your lightning storm. But yeah, you're right. You could switch it out. Well, it's not hard. I mean, it's not hard to change. Let's do this because we can't. We have to do this first. Let's go here, here, and then here, here, and boom, boom, and put those back. And then let's try it. That's actually such a good idea. I don't know why I never thought of it, because that's a really good idea. All right, let's see what that plays like. Interesting. Let's get some room here. Let's try that. Well, I mean, I don't know if I would say Storm Strike is useless, because it does give you a couple things that Claw doesn't give you. I mean, we're going to go test it right now. Let's go see. Let's go see right now. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to do, nor was that. I like Storm Strike personally because I like the fact some of the stuff that it does for me, but that's why I'm so kind of resistant on changing it, because I like. So let's go see. Let's go find out. I mean, it's not a tough change. It's just, let's go find out. Definitely stronger. I think you're absolutely, that is such a smart idea.
I'm not ready.
Super smart idea.
I'm not ready.
Smart idea. I wonder if I would have figured that out if I would have been doing my own build instead of a cookie cutter build off of, because I said I was going to do all cookie cutter builds this season from max roll, which is what I've been doing. 100% just cookie cutter builds, which I've been pretty impressed with, but this is a super smart change right here. Exactly what you need to get things rolling. It really does. It gets the whole thing started way faster. I mean, it's way faster. Now you make me go, shit, I could have probably dropped that freaking Grigori Torment with this. This is exactly what I needed right here. Unbelievable. Night and day. Good call, bro. Landslide Druid is the name of the build. Kind of a Landslide Druid electrical storm, because when you get late game, it's using a lot of the electrical storm. Yeah, good call on the claw, bro. That's awesome. I know you said you saw it on Mobalytics, but still, good call, man. I haven't looked at Mobalytics at all during this season, because like I said, I said at the beginning of the season that I was going to do all cookie cutter builds from Maxroll just to see how they were, and wow, pretty good. This is a big difference. Oops, forgot you back here.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, this is just such a good idea with the putting the claw in here. Gosh darn, man. This looks like something I would have played with on my own back in season 4, figuring out this, because this is so cool. And it would have taken me like 8 tries before I figured it out, probably. But wow, so smart. Yeah, you don't have to lose. You don't have to worry about losing stacks. It just keeps everything rolling.
I'm not ready yet.
And it's a quick start. Before I was kind of complaining that it's a little bit slow getting the storm moving, but this just this makes it so fast.
I'm not ready.
Wow, I'm really impressed with that. That is such a smart idea, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. That was good input. I have not seen that. I'm gonna now see, but I don't want to go to Mobalytics because I said at the beginning I'm gonna stick with this because I said at the beginning I was only gonna do max roll at the beginning of the season. But man, I'm gonna stay with this because it's just too good not to. It's impressive. I'm pretty impressed with that change right there. Thunder and lightning. That's what it should have been called. I'm surprised it wasn't. Yeah, way better resource usage. Yeah, Jeffrey, good call, man. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Mobalytics, but I'm gonna try not to. I said I would stay, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, well, I think our bags are empty enough. We can just go grab another one real fast and just get it done. Gold find, let's go get it. And then now you got me wanting to go try it. We dropped Torment Lord Zir, but he was a little bit more difficult than he should have been. Now you make me want to go try it again with this change on here. Pretty good change. I will. Doomstorm, Ace of Spades. You know what? I'll forget, so let me do that. Interesting. Very interesting. Whoever came up with adding that claw in there, that was a good move. Keeps everything kind of just, your stacks stay up, everything is perfect. That's the exact addition that this build needed right there. Wow, whoever came up with that took some thought. That's pretty freaking smart, man.
I'm not ready.
Pretty smart. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna need some changes now after doing this. So yeah, I'll have to check it. And I'm positively sure that it's gonna need to be changed up a little bit now. Oops.
I must wait.
Thought we ended it. Guess not. For 24 seconds, I wasn't looking at the clock. Yeah, I'll have to check it for sure. But I'll do it outside of the stream and get it. Right now, I can still at least get my glyphs done here.
I must wait.
Oh, maybe let's see. We'll check it out here in a second.
I must wait.
Okay, so let's check that, what you're saying there. Let's go to... Oops, duh. Wrong keyboard. Let's see what we got. I got a level of druid. Played a druid every season. I did every season except for season 3. Season 3, I only did one character and left. I absolutely hated that season so bad. So let's see what we got here. So he's using claw. And he's using cataclysm. It's a little bit different. Is this the right one? Oh no, this is Doomstorm Unsung. Yeah, my Paragons, they're gonna need two. That's the one you want, is this Doomstorm Unsung. Get this. Is a totally different build though, isn't it? Let me look at this. He uses symbiotic, he uses Vasily's Unsung. Okay, same gear. Oh, but he uses the Butcher's Cleaver. I have the Butcher's Cleaver as well. I haven't used it, but we should. Okay, let's look at... Let's look at where is... I always hate the way... Oh, there it is. I hate the way Mobalytics, but I guess it's actually not too bad. All right, let's take a look at that, because right now I'm in a safe zone right now, so we can take a look at it. Let's take a look here. So let's pop this open. Good afternoon, MMO Nerd. Good to see you, bro. Let's pop this open. So on his board, he's doing pretty much the same here. He doesn't grab this, but what's he doing here? He's got 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, he's got 6 boards. Oh, he's got 7. He's got a lot of boards. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's big changes. So we're going to probably want to make these changes outside of the game, outside of the stream, because this is a lot. It's a lot. But, okay, I'm going to bookmark that. Kind of cheating though, because I said I was only going to use I promised I was only going to use Maxroll cookie cutter builds, but now here I am cheating. So let's do this. There we go. Okay, so I bookmarked it. We'll come back to that after stream and take a closer look at it, because that's such a smart idea. No cleaver. Read the notes. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I use a dagger as well, crit dagger. All right, that makes sense then. Interesting. That's an interesting build. I like the way he threw that in there. That's pretty smart. All right, let me just finish up this board and we can be... Let's go. I wasn't supposed to take this one. And we're just going to come up and grab that, and then we'll be done. I mean, even just adding cloth to this build right here made a huge difference. I mean, it's already a night and day difference with it. And I am really, when you mentioned it, I was like, that's a smart idea. But I honestly didn't think it was going to make as big as a difference as what it is. I mean, even like right now without doing, I haven't done a single Paragon change. It's already more powerful than what we were using before. Just because of the little things that it gives me, the immediate startup of the damage is awesome, first of all, because that was the deficit with the previous build. It took you a while to get the damage rolling. I couldn't get out. He's too slow. I definitely got to do something with the movement speed too, because he is very slow.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to check into that way more, because this is way big improvement with that claw. Holy cow. Very surprised. Yeah, well, the build I'm on is actually, it's a max roll build, and it's the Landslide Druid max roll build. And it doesn't use the claw at all. It uses that the one I had up here earlier, the lightning strike or whatever it was called. So that is an interesting change. MMO nerd, go to Mobalytics and look at, I know you're using the same build, look at that, look up the Doomstorm build. Oh my goodness, it takes this landslide build to a whole new level. I mean, wow, it really does. I'm impressed. Yeah, definitely do it. It's called the one that I was looking at is, where is it? Doomstorm. And you'll see it when you do the search on Mobalytics, it's Doomstorm, and it's then dash unsung is what it says on here. And this takes this build to a whole nother level, man. And it definitely has Paragon changes, skill changes. And I know I'm cheating because I said that I was only gonna do max roll cookie cutter builds, but I wanted to just see how good max roll is, and it was good, don't get me wrong, but this is better. Mobalytics always outdoes max roll though. Alright, let's do one more. I know they're boring people, trust me. I don't know, we gotta make room. Well, it's just cheating that I did tell viewers at the beginning of this season that I'm only going to do cookie cutter builds from Maxroll. I said maxroll.gg. So I am kind of cheating by going to Mobalytics, but followers, guys, just so you know, maybe you want to don't do as Made Biker does and go to Mobalytics. I've always told you guys Mobalytics is better. All right, so I'm just carrying so many of these that it's crazy. They just give you, they just give them and give them and give them and give them.
Until spring.
All right. Okay, well, we gotta get these stinking things. We're close on the one. It's just a slow. And I hate Stormbane's Wrath. But I would like to do a little bit higher so we can get this ball rolling here a little bit faster than what we are. There we go.
Father bless.
Just to cover our butts on that one, maybe do this. And how did I miss that? Okay. Yeah, that's what that's how I keep telling people is get started using the builds, and then once you do, like every season I've always just kind of created my own build. This is the first season I'm really using cookie cutter builds, and I'm pretty impressed with the cookie cutter builds though, honestly. Yeah, I got you. I got you. All right, let's see.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
But even if you didn't move those, if you didn't know how, and you didn't move those 4 points in the Paragon, I doubt 4 points are going to be a showstopper with this build, because this is a pretty incredible build, man. Adding Claw has only made this so much better. Actually pretty good though. If it's giving you those 4 points are giving you that, that's actually more important than I thought then. I wasn't even using my stupid barrier. Still more of you, huh? Oh yeah, he's using some max life and resist. That is a brain fart. That's kind of weird, yeah. It's pretty rare that I ever even use those on any board. Your spirit. Yeah, I see.
I must wait a moment.
stepped into it. Okay, we can't be leaving this animus on the ground. Let's go get this guy.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, Tyro's might. Oh my goodness, yeah.
I'm not ready.
What a freaking piece. I don't need to waste my time doing that, even though I could use the XP, but we're gonna be just fine. There we go. Yeah, Tyro's Might is a game changer for any build. You could probably have a crappy build and Tyro's Might will probably... it's a game changer. But it's such a rare drop, it's incredible. I think most people are using their Resplendent Sparks to get it. And the problem with using the Sparks is the rolls aren't as good as a drop at all. In fact, I don't think you can get any. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't. Yeah, I did that too. I didn't need to do that either. I don't think you can get a greater affix on Resplendent Spark. But maybe you can. I've never seen it. Doesn't mean it's, I guess, not possible. Alright, I left one back here. We're gonna have to get it.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, duping the mythics to craft. You're right. Yeah. I've seen quite a few streamers that have kind of talked about it, saying that, you know, use your sparks if it's the only way you can get it, but keep in mind your rolls are not going to be anywhere near what they could have been. I don't know. I never noticed it, to be honest with you, but again, I've never had one drop. It's always been by using sparks. I've only had one Harlequin Crest drop on all the seasons that I've played. All 5 seasons.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, you're at 21. You're done. Next one we wanted was Earth and Sky. All right. And I'm probably gonna let's go run some Infernal Horde, because they can craft with greater affixes, because I've never seen that, and I've seen a lot of streamers saying that they don't. So that's interesting if they do. It's just maybe the luck that everybody has come up with. Let's get rid of that. So that's interesting if they do, because everything that I've seen from people and my own personal experience, I've never seen a GA come on a Resplendent Spark.
What do you need?
So if it does, that is even more. That's even more interesting. All right, so let's go do, what do we got here? We got tier 3. Can we go a little higher than that? Let's at least try a 4. I mean, what the heck? Here we go. It's not going to be a super, never had one, but I'm glad to hear you can, because it just lifts my spirits a little bit. Well, 4 is too easy. I didn't think it was going to be this easy. I say that probably right before I die 6 times.
I'm not ready.
Okay, so 4 is definitely easy. Didn't think it was gonna be. All right, now we know. It's 7 and 8 that you make that gets. Oh my gosh, 7 and 8. Actually, 8 just makes me sweat. 7 does too. I'm just like, really? It just gets sketchy over and over and over. Seems like I'm constantly hanging on for my life. With my lightning spear source. Now I haven't ran these for a while with that lightning spear source since we got him all his list of 21 and we started just dropping torment bosses. We never really came back here, which we should. Well, actually we need to, because we need to get mats. This may change, yeah, for 7 and 8 for sure, because this build, and then once I get it even right, I don't even have the, like you said, the Paragon board and stuff doesn't even set right yet. Imagine when it is. Holy smokes. Oh, that wasn't the one I wanted. I wanted the one with ether, but that's all right. Alright, that was wave 3. I just gotta keep my eyes peeled for the Ether Lord as soon as he pops. Popcorn Druid, that's a good name too, right there. I like that. There he is. Oh, I don't want to stand there though. All right, well, we got 105 right now. Yeah, I think once we get the once I get the Paragon board all set right, this is it's gonna be incredible. 1 I already dropped the Ether Lord? I must have. I didn't even see him. Oh, he hasn't. Oh, okay, wait.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, Hellborn plus 1 Invigorate. Yeah. I go whatever gives me the most Ether. Whatever I can get the most Ether from, I'm going to do. Unlimited 1 damage. Only 1 Ether here. But sometimes, yeah, the Lords will drop Ether too, so sometimes it's irrelevant what that says on there. Got what, 154 of them. That seems kind of low. I don't know why. Huh. Yeah, that's why I said it doesn't always tell you on here. It's you can't always go by what this description tells you. Hellfire, Infernal Demon has your scent. Oh, that's a good one right there. And normal monster killing it. Okay. So now you're gonna see fire all over. I'm gonna have the whole floor on fire. Oh, it's pusher. There we go. didn't get any fire.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, we got 244 right now. 100 of them. Yeah. They get boring fast. My sorcerer ran them a lot. And plus we did them during the PTR, which, yeah.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
I was hoping you guys were going to stay right there side by side. Apparently not. There we go. Now, I always open up the one chest, even though I do say that these pieces that come from here are pretty crappy. But I always open it once, just in case. You never freaking know. And then I usually just burn everything right here. What's nice is all this obudicite that's dropping, my rogue will be able to use, my alt will be able to use it all. Well, boy, do they give you a lot of scrolls. What's up, Necrum? Yeah, butcher time always. Yeah, you know, I come here really for the mats. That's the whole reason I'm here. So that's three points. Okay, we're not gonna make it. Huh. We're gonna be 2 points short. Why? Well, it doesn't matter because we're gonna be changing this anyway after you showed me that little thing on Mobalytics. I'm gonna be switching out. An anti-barrage rogue, yeah, they're you know, the rogue this season has been buffed where it kind of should have been from the very beginning. And the barbarian finally took a couple steps back where it should have been at the beginning. Some of those little tweaks they did were very smart. One thing I want to show everybody here, because a lot of people I found out don't know this. And this is actually something that I was surprised that a lot of people that play this game were unaware of on Season 5. So you come down here, right? A lot of people are not aware, and I know it's a lot of new players. This guy, all right, Estelle, when you get these all done down here, a lot of people think they're done. And so they never come back here. They never ever come back. But this will keep giving the entire time you're playing the game. See the infinity? It's going to keep giving. Every time you get 24,000, you're going to keep getting these chests. And I'm not saying it's great content in these chests, but it's content, it's free. It's like you're killing all that stuff anyway. You just as well come and grab this. But a lot of people don't know that. So yeah, you want to keep going there and turning those in. What's the highest hit I've done, Lance? I don't know. I've never really looked, to be honest with you. I've never really checked out my barbarian's done like million damage. It's just through the roof, but I've never really looked at what my highest damage is on every character, to be honest. That would be a good stat to look at, though, probably. Well, sadly, we need exquisite blood. And now I don't want to masterwork these pieces, since now I'm thinking maybe I might have to change something here for this build, but I don't think so. I think looking at that real quick on there, it looked like it's pretty much using the same. The only thing I saw is he was using the butcher, which you said, the butcher cleaver, which you said, nah, which I agree on. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. 560 million on a poison tick. That's pretty freaking good. Especially with a rogue. The only problem I ever had with any of the rogues is they are very squishy. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Okay, so cooldown we have on this. Cooldown we have on this. And then... okay. Well, I think we should just go right back. Except for the only bad thing about tier 8 is like 9 waves. I think it's too much. I think 9 waves is like really overkill. So we just did a 5, and there is a big jump between 5 and 6, actually. Yeah, but the early rogue is like a squishy. He's just like, if you hit him once, he's like the necro. If you hit it once, it's dead. Early game is like can get people frustrated, I think, with the rogue and necro. All right, now I was thinking that maybe we would just jump right in and do another one. We just did a 5, so I think it's gonna be a big jump between 5 and 6. Let's go do a 6. This is gonna have 8 waves, which again I think is too many, but it is what it is. We'll go with that again, and let's go do... Man, I'm almost tempted to jump to a tier... Well, we'll do a tier 6 first. I've only got one glyph at 21 right now, so I am a bit nervous about going in with these glyphs, most of my glyphs at 15. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the necro play. I mean, I've had fun with it, but I've also been that was stupid. I stood right there in front of it like an idiot. Wasn't even watching. Sitting here talking, not even watching what I was doing. Now I've only got 1 revive remaining. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. My bad. I started watching the chat and went in there and picked a fight, trying to be cocky, thinking I didn't need to watch. Now, this is what I was talking about. It's a big jump between 5 and 6. Or were we doing a tier 4. I think we were doing a tier 4. That's what it was. We went from tier 4 to tier 6. That's why it felt like such a big jump. Oh yeah, big jump. Probably too much for him right now. I think he's gonna have a hard time getting through this with only one revive left. So with that being said, now we want to pick wisely, because now it's not going to be so much about ethers as it's going to be to survive this, because I just didn't watch close enough. So now what we want to do is we really want to go with the lightest damage we can here, because we got one revive left. I thought we were doing a tier 5. I went from tier 4 to tier 6. Not very smart. Alright, we're just gonna have to fight smart here and make sure we don't do anything stupid again, or we'll be dead. So right now, ether is probably not the important factor. The important factor is stay alive. Oh, you're getting surrounded. Yep, you're gonna get hurt. Okay, well that got sketchy like 6 times. I mean, that got sketchy pretty quickly. I think we better be real careful what we're doing here. Slowing me might be bad, but let's just... So this is it. That's now we're gonna be able to run one more, and when we die, it's over. I mean, I literally take my eye off of it and look at the chat screen for a millisecond, and that dude just slaps me right in the head. Fear me and don't you freeze me. Alright, well, I'm amazed that we made it this far after dying on the very first run. So we're gonna have to be super smart here. Unavoidable damage is probably not. Yeah, we'll do this. It's gonna empower them and it's gonna hurt. But when it pulls them in, I just gotta get out. And it pulls them in right away. I need to use my wolf heal as much as I can here. Okay, it's gonna pull them all in here now. Now let's get out. Too slow.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait.
Oh, there it was. Okay, well, That was a big jump. We went from tier 4 to tier 6. I thought we were at tier 5 earlier, so I would have never done that had I used my brain, but okay. Well, we got a lot of, I bet you we got a lot of mother's helper reputation on that, though. Let's go see. I'm gonna have to get off of this stream here soon, guys. Can't do a long one today. I got some deliveries coming to the house that for my freaking gutter project. I'm doing new gutters on my house. It's been the biggest disaster ever. No, we're still not. It really has. It's been just a nightmare. My if you know anything about gutters, my fascia is not straight. My fascia is a slanted fascia, so you have to use wedges behind your gutter to make it straight, and which I did, but my wedges all crushed. Not all, but a lot of them. It was a manufacturer issue, which they admitted to, and they're delivering me new ones today, and they actually paid for some new gutter pieces to be delivered. They were actually a great company once I bitched and complained and told them, hey, dicks, I just wasted a whole day's worth of work. And then the next day I had to go take it all back down because all of the, well, not all, but a lot of the wedges were damaged, and it was kind of, you know, coming not straight. It was started straight, and then as they damaged it, started leaning out. Yeah, it blew, bro. And in Florida and in the sun and sunburnt and just cooking all day. Then the next day I had to go take it all back down. I was pissed off. I ain't gonna lie. I was pissed off. I just had to tell my wife, don't talk to me. Don't even come near me. Leave me alone. I don't want to. Yeah, it just looked terrible, man. It just. Now guess what? I get to do it again this weekend. Yay. I'm so excited. All right. So with that, guys, I need to end the stream. It is a little bit earlier than normal. It's not even been quite 3 hours. So, so I really, 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 really appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's why I told her I need space. Just give me space. I don't want to freak out on the wife. It's not her fault. MMO Nerd, see you next time. Take care. Jeffrey, Boa, all of you guys, man, I appreciate you all. I really do. I'm going to take a look later this afternoon, and at that Mobalytics and make some necessary changes. But appreciate you all. Again, I'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I'll see you all then. Until then, please be safe, and please, let's be kind. We need a little bit of kindness in the world right now. It really does. I'll take y'all on another ride tomorrow.